Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land?
We got minutes, we have rotations. These elements, Greg, are very much in the works at this time of the season.
And I tell you, a hot streak from a role player might earn them a starting spot. And further success can really shake things up. Giving everyone a fair chance is key.
Now, the opening lineup for the New Orleans Pelicans. Harper is out there with Emmanuel Quickley. Then it's Evan Mobley. Then there's Jermaine O'Neal. And it's Mathurin in at the 3 slot.
And that's what he's known for. Great activity on the glass. He will outwork you.
Quickly kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Mathurin. Mobley sets the pick for Harper. No good on the 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Mirovic on the basket on the assist from Duncan.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And slam dunk by SGA.
Oh, man, and the defense now sees SGA taking flight. It's just too much.
And so here's New Orleans. 6-point game. O'Neal sets the screen for Harper. Count it, good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Screen by Duncan. To the middle. And Duncan throws it down.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And, Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Here are the Magic now, following the score by New Orleans. Bol is screen on Harper. Mirovic with it. He's picked up by O'Neal. And here comes the break. Here's Mathurin. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Oh, emphatic. And good to see Mathurin getting aggressive and finishing there with some force.
SGA against Quickley. Here's SGA. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Okay, I see ya. That's your point guard getting up.
Now, here is O'Neal. Mobley sets the pick for Quickley. Shot clock at 6. Duncan grabs the rebound. Magic leading by 4. Bol the pass to SGA. Back to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
O'Neal is screen on Mirovic. Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
I caught up with head coach Billy Donovan. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, "My guys have studied the reports, we reviewed the film. We are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape." Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Bol. Vanderbilt comes in for Duncan. Simmons checked in for Toumani Camara. And it's James Harden in for Mirovic.
SGA going hard to the basket and finishing it with some power.
Pelicans trail by 6. Mobley, a screen on Harper. Harper against Simmons. Pass to Mobley. Outside Harper. Over Simmons. Harper, no good. Magic leading by 6. Harden outside. Jacks up a 3. Vanderbilt, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Now, here's Harper. 8 points for him. And that one is good. Harper's got 10.
And he is doing everything he can to keep his team in it, trying to lift his teammates up.
Harden kicks to SGA. Vanderbilt, a screen on quickly. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, defensively, it's a tough cover on SGA because he knows how to run the two-man game.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Gervin's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Harden against Jones. Pass to Hayes. Rebound by the Magic. Gervin surveying the D. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lets it go from 11. A shot by Wells, no good. Orlando leading by 8. Gervin with the ball. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Washington's checked in for Jones.
Number 25, P.J. Washington.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Smith. Pass to Washington. And stolen by Simmons. Drives to the hoop. And Abdur-Rahim pulls it down. Smith the pass to Wells. Just 3 on the clock. And the layup is good.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open look.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that. And for those of you just tuning in, scoring breakdown for the Magic.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. We've got Hayes. Jalen Wells is out there with Smith. Then there's Washington. And it's Abdur-Rahim into the fourth spot. Maravich, good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Smith with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Smith against SGA. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Washington. And that one's drained from the low block. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Here's SGA. Can't cash in from close range.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
And Gilgeous-Alexander against Smith. Down low. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on Bol.
If you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I got to go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Here goes Gilgeous-Alexander. Bucket is good.
And Shea has the ability to break down any defense on any given possession, and you're seeing that again tonight.
Harper against Maravich. To the wing on the left. Maravich against Harper. Pass to Wells. 2 on the clock. Hayes. And again, no good by New Orleans. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Kings in Sacramento. Bol finds Duncan. Big time slam by Duncan.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Pelicans trail by 9. Pass to Mobley. Here's Wells. Here's Hayes. Duncan defending. From 13, off the left rim and out.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
SGA, no good. And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Pelicans. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Wells kicks to Mobley. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Magic making a switch here. Gervin's checked in, and the Pelicans also making a change. O'Neal's checked in, and Willie Green wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Simmons checked in for Orlando. Harden comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. And New Orleans also making a change. Matherin's checked in. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's a lot of power that time, quickly making it look easy.
Harden against Harper. Harden the pass to Duncan. And the dunk by Duncan.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Pelicans trail by 7. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Duncan with the screen for Harden. With the putback. Duncan on the follow. And now a 9-point Magic lead.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low.
And Gervin over to help. Outside Harper. Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by the Magic. Duncan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Harper. O'Neal with the steal. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 1:52 left in the first half. Here's Gervin going inside. No good with the layup. Pelicans trail by 7. Quickly up top, guarded by Harden. Pass to O'Neal. 6 to shoot. Mobley outside. This one for 3. The second effort, and O'Neal gets it to go. O'Neal's got 4 points this quarter.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Orlando making some changes. Lopez comes in for Tim Duncan. And Vanderbilt subbed in for Toumani Camara. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. And stolen by Simmons. Vanderbilt finds Simmons. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Pelicans trail by 5. Here's Quickly. It's not going to go for him. Harden with the defensive effort. Well, Orlando shooting 46% on their attempts in the second quarter. And it's Gervin finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. O'Neal kicks to Harper. O'Neal is screen on Gervin. Here's Harper. Simmons pulls it in. Mathurin against Gervin. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now, here's Gervin. Over Mathurin. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so, it's the Orlando Magic bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here with Billy Donovan, and Coach, you look at the team's execution defensively. Are you pleased with what you saw?
I thought we defended well. I think the problem was we fouled too much. Had some turnovers that we wish we would have had back. But overall, I think when we were settled in the half court, we defended well.
Coach hoping they could...
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break.
Thanks for joining us. Through the first half, there is still some work to do for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Where's the intensity at the defensive end? They need to get a hand up and contest more shots.
Coach needs to encourage them to be better moving forward, just like I do with you guys.
I'd better put my feet up. It's getting deep in here. Okay, time to shift focus. Looking at some games coming up later on tonight. The Bulls will square off against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. 7 p.m. Eastern Time for tip-off.
I think this game is going to be closer than many people think.
The kind of game where the underdog often comes away with the win. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
Here's SGA. Toumani Camara is out there with Duncan. Then there's Bull. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Maravich in at the 2 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. Driving the lane. Harper, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
And it's sent back by O'Neal. Pass to Harper. Mobley outside. Mathurin for 3. Trains the three-pointer. Mathurin's got the first bucket of the third here for the Pelicans.
And for a classic 2-guard like Mathurin, you have to knock down threes with consistency. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely
off guard.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Maravich dishes to Duncan. The shot, no good. Good D by Mobley. Pelicans trail by 4. Pass to Harper. Looking to get it going. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
New Orleans shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. When you think about elite offensive players, Tim, what's one area that can really put them over the top and into a completely different category?
I think it's those guys that have a willingness to move without the basketball. If you have a willingness to run and cut and respace, it's going to create a lot of problems for a defense.
Has that even become more of a thing now as you watch these high-octane space and pace type offenses?
There is no question. It's become something that's a priority for teams now. And I also think the ingenuity of these young coaches creates a better flow offensively if you're willing to run without the basketball.
That's terrific. Off the mark for the 4th time this game. He is 7 for 11 now. On the wing quickly. Maravich defending. Outside Harper. Over Duncan. And Bull pulls it down.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. Duncan hits them both. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. O'Neal outside. Here's Mathurin. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Duncan, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
It's been a struggle for him in the second half. A lot of turnover.
Vanderbilt's checked in for the match. Quickly against SGA. Pass to Mathurin. Cuts off the pass. Kamara. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Magic leading by 7. Maravich with it. He's picked up by Harper. The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line for 2.
Free throw good, Maravich. James Harden, he's checked in for SGA. Smith checked in for New Orleans. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Thank you. So what's the difference between the diehard fans and the casuals? Well, Kevin Durant said some fans get programmed to just think about free agency and drama, and they only care about the finals and players' legacies. But he's hoping the fans lock in on the game itself, not just the storylines. Guys, back to you.
You know, that's a good point. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Mathurin passes to O'Neal. Pass to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Mathurin. And nothing is falling for him right now. Orlando leading by 9. It's stolen by Mathurin. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Smith gets it to go on the assist for Mathurin.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
and they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Here's Harden. Harden drops one in down low.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let him hear about it.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
Going with an almost entirely new group here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Bol Bol. Gervin comes in for Toumani Camara. Mann's checked in for Maravich. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden. There's 1:38 left in the third. Smith scanning the floor. To Wells, back to Smith. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from the top of the key. And again, no good by New Orleans. On offense, here are the Magic. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. One of the best defenders of his generation. Tim, do you think Draymond Green will be a surefire Hall of Famer?
Well, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and not to mention a key contributor on 4 Warriors championship teams. Kevin, he will be in the Hall of Fame, no question.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Orlando.
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And something else that has stood out to me is the defense hasn't had any chance at stopping them in the mid-range.
Harper, he's checked in for New Orleans. Pass to Wells. Here's Abdul Rahim. Back to Wells. And here's Harper from the arc. Green with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Gervin attacking. And the jam by Gervin.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Smith dishes to Wells. Over to the left wing. Here's Hayes. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's Orlando with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for the Pelicans. Getting the 4th quarter going. They've got Smith. He's out there with Harper. Wells is out there with Hayes. And it's Abdul Rahim in at the 4-man position.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. And And there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Yeah, the defender all over him.
First team foul.
And that one misses.
At the line for your Magic, Tim Duncan.
And the second free throw, good. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing. And I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Smith against SGA. To the inside. No good from Duncan. Pelicans trail by 9. There's the three. A shot by Wells, no good.
He created the opening, he got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
No good from Duncan. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Smith, the pass to Abdur-Rahim. Harper against Simmons. Here's the three. Harper, no good. Magic leading by 9. Duncan kicks to SGA. Duncan with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA with the throwdown.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Orlando making some changes. Bol, he's checked in for Lopez. Toumani Camara comes in for Simmons. And it's Maravich in for Gervin. O'Neal's checked in for New Orleans. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Willie Green coaching his team during that last break. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Smith, the pass to O'Neal. Over Bull. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Jermaine O'Neal. Maravich kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Duncan. Over Abdur-Rahim. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
At the line for your Magic, Tim Duncan.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Pelicans trail by 9. On the wing, Mathurin. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And it's quickly missing. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Right at the rim. No problem there for Shea.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
A three from Quickly. Drills the three-pointer.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Pull up Jay. Harper dishes to Mobley. Tries again. He gets the bucket on the way in. Orlando leading by 6. Outside, Maravich. Here's Duncan. It's stolen by Mathurin.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
That one is off.
At the line for the Pelicans, taking 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. And Gilgeous Alexander's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. They've led by as many as 11 points. And there's the drive. O'Neal there for the rebound. Pelicans trail by 5. Now here's Harper. Mobley looking it over. Clock at 6. It's stolen. Now here's SGA in transition.
And you have to keep an eye on SGA in transition defensively.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Bol is screen on O'Neal. Here's Bol. Oh, the slam dunk.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Pelicans trail by 7. Now Harper. Cleared away by Bol. Harper against Maravich. Bol is screen on Harper. Here's Kamara. Defended by Mathurin. Shot clock at 3. SGA quickly pulls it down. New Orleans gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. From 11. No good. Duncan against Harper. Now here's Duncan. Guarded closely. Stolen by Quickly.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Well, this is where you are going to lean on your go-to scorer.
Quickly against SGA. Duncan with a screen on Quickly. Big time jam. He was ready to receive and deliver.
Just a textbook screen and roll right there, capped off by Gilgeous Alexander and the brilliant feed.
With the drive. Oh, what a finish. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.